Hey, peace, family. How y'all doing? Um, I was just sitting at my desk doing some work and having a snack, some hummus and some salsa and chips. And I was thinking, I had a lot, a lot going on, a lot was going through my mind, and I was just thinking, like how far I have come in my healing journey. And I took my iron because I forgot to take my iron earlier in the rising. Um, so when I got up, I did some yoga, and Eli must have heard the TV, so he got up. I like to do my yoga before he wake up because I'm gonna do a video. I'll make a video doing yoga with him now, and I'm gonna show y'all why I like to do my yoga before he wake up because he is all over the place. Like, it's just a lot to try to do your yoga and get centered and to, ground yourself and get calm and balancement and all that the and he in the background just running around and flipping and going circles around you and giggling and playing with Legos and jumping here and doing this and that. And speaking of that, he had his follow up appointment. I'm just getting off this now, but I got a lot to share because I haven't. I was multiple times I wanted to make a video just to give an update, but I started doing that. I've been like in the zone, like tunnel vision, like. I wanted to make some more reels on Instagram and stuff like that, but my other phone is tripping that I use that I'm logged into that Instagram page with. It's tripping. It's like freezing, is not acting right, and I know it's because I don't need to be on there. I got foundational and structural things that I have to work on, and I've been hearing messages to just I've been feeling like I need to just delete my social media and just let it all go, and I've been thinking it, but I've been like no, because I've already grown like people that are following, even though it's not a lot. It's like 300 and some, almost 400, but still, like before that, my page was private and I didn't really invite people that I didn't know into my life for multiple reasons. But now I am a life coach. I'm a intuitive holistic coach, and I had to open up my page and make it public to share with people, share the messages, and assist them on their journey. So I made the page public, and I've been getting a lot of good interaction, but I'm still working on my website and other things. So I'm not offering any of my services or products yet because I'm a Virgo, so perfectionist, and I want it to be right. I don't just want to throw things out there to people because I know how it is when you're trying to get yourself together, you're trying to rebuild yourself, you're trying to heal yourself, and you see all of these people offering all these different things, and it's just trash. It's just something that they copied and pasted from somebody else, and they haven't even done it. They haven't even been through it. They don't have the wisdom, probably don't even have the knowledge. They probably, like I said, copied and pasted some stuff and then gave it out to sell it to make some money because they saw that it was making money. I want to make money, of course, because I have to take care of me and my child. I'm building a legacy, a dynasty. But at the same time, I actually genuinely want to help people because I know how it is to not have that help. I know how it is to go searching. And we in the age of Aquarius, the age of information. So it's so much information out there, and it's hard to, decipher what is real and what's not, what's genuine, what's authentic. And I just want to make sure that what I am providing, my services and my products, are genuine and authentic. I don't want to give y'all trash or just like a copy of somebody else's work. So I have to do the research, and I have to make sure that I'm doing everything like legally in the right way too, because I don't want nothing to come bite me in the ass later. So I gotta get my copyrights, and I just gotta get all of this stuff. It's a lot doing it by yourself, and people you can pay other people to do these things for you, but first off, if you don't have the money to pay them, that's how you gonna do that. Secondly, people take advantage of you when they know you don't know what you're doing, or you don't know how something is supposed to be. So I've been through that bullshit before, so I just right now I'm doing everything, building my structure, my foundation on my own, with help from mentors or guidance or whatever. But I'm not outsourcing, paying anybody to do things for me, because I need to know how to do it in case I can't locate that person at a later date. Or also for my products and services, I'm gonna offer products that can teach other people how to get these things done. So I need to do it so that I can teach you. I'm not just gonna teach you something that I'm just I don't want to. I'm not a thief, so I'm not gonna steal somebody else's stuff and give it to you, and I haven't even tried it. As well, with my healing journey, I wanted to send out, I wanted to provide my ebooks on how to lower your cholesterol, your blood pressure, and get your iron levels back to where it needs to be in a certain amount of time. But I still need to get my labs to show the proof that I did do it, because I'm doing it. I just took my iron. I believe my iron levels are where they need to be, even though I just had my menstrual. So I gotta replenish, because we lose a lot of minerals and vitamins and things during that time, women. So I'm just replenishing that, and I'll get that out to y'all. My next appointment is next month. This month is almost over, so my follow-up appointment is next month. I'll do my labs. I gotta call them to schedule my labs and get my labs done. And Eli did his follow-up appointment, and the doctor said that she sees that he has ADHD. But because he's homeschooled, I have to get a QB test from somebody other than me, because I did both of them, the parent and the teachers, because I'm his parent and his teacher. But he needs a person other than me to do it as the teacher. So now I gotta get a whole another person to do that, and then the autism test. And the lady in there building, she does not accept his insurance. That's the issue we had with the autism test. But they was like, change it, but you have to have like good cause to change your plan. And I think the next open enrollment isn't until October. So I'm not trying to wait till no damn October to get this done. So I left some messages for some places yesterday, because today's Saturday. I left some messages for some places, like 7 to 10 places I left messages with, because it was Friday afternoon, and all medical offices, most of the time they close early, I know, because I work in the medical field. So I left messages. Hopefully they give me calls back next week, and I can get the ball rolling with him to get that diagnosis. But he got his labs back, and his labs, the lady said it was perfect. And that's like music to my ears as a Virgo, because I really felt like my child had to be malnourished or something, because he was so skinny. But they confirmed to me again, his weight is normal for his age. He's just tall. His weight is normal. He's not malnourished. He's not deficient in anything. She was like, his labs was really good. So she said his labs was really good, so he's eating good. So it's not like an iron deficiency or anything like that that's causing his hyperactivity. But she said he has ADHD. He just I have to get that QB test, and then I'll get the autism test too. And y'all, excuse me, some of my videos y'all see like me pausing, because I'm trying to find the words to say, because I'm healing. My brain is finally getting oxygen that it needs. Like, my brain is healing itself. Like, people don't understand and realize, like, a lot of times, a lot of us young people, some middle-aged people, because I'm not middle-aged, but a lot of us young people We are going through early stages of Alzheimer's and dementia at a young ass age. Like, we should not be as forgetful as we are. We should not have these spaces. We should be able to speak fluently and remember things like that at our ages. We should not, like, I can't find a word that I'm trying to say right now. So, just get your labs done. If you're trying to heal, the very first thing that you need to do is go to your doctor and get a complete get your complete labs done. Tell them you want to be tested for everything. You want to test your test to see if you have any deficiencies or anything like that, because you want to get your body healthy and functioning properly. And after you get that, your labs, let them talk it over with you, but you still need to go home and look up every word, Google every word on that test, see what the normal range is, what it's supposed to be. And then you strive to do that, whether if you are deficient or you are you have your levels are higher than it's supposed to be. um but yeah, so you do that, and then you detox, you cleanse, but you make sure you have your levels first before you do anything, because like the salt cleanse, that salt water flush, I mean, it's good for, it's a good cleanse of flush, but if you have high blood pressure, you wouldn't don't you don't want to do that. That's not the cleanse or detox for you. Okay? You need, let's see, you could do like a grapefruit juice cleanse. You can do a lemon water cleanse. You can do a I would steer clear of the apple cider vinegar stuff, because I know some people say once it get in your body it's alkaline, but it's still an acid, and it can still, you clean your vegetables and you get the pesticides and stuff off of your fruits and vegetables with vinegar. um that's not something you should be doing often, if you're gonna do that at all. So, but other than that, I didn't get on here for that. I got on here to talk about. Oh, I was sitting at my desk and I was thinking about. I was thinking about like how far we have come, and in our healing journey. That's why I started talking about that, because I explained how far we've come, but how far we've come in our healing journey, and about like my mindset when the doctor first told me that my blood pressure was so high that I could have had a stroke, and that my iron levels were dangerously low, that if I got into an accident, if I left the office and got into an accident, that I could have died if I, bled out because I didn't get enough oxygen. Yes, baby.
You know what? You pick out robots.
Yes, you can go watch the robot movie.
But what? On YouTube?
Sure.
Right.
You better not watch nothing you ain't supposed to be watching. Nothing with no cussing or nothing, none of that, okay? He think he's slick. He stay trying to get on YouTube. But anyway, like I was saying, what time is it? Because we have to be somewhere later. But like I'm trying to squeeze everything in before we go out. Oh man, but we have to have some playtime, some fun time. So where was I? Okay. Where was I again? Y'all like seeing me real deal on my healing journey. Like this happens. That's why I say some people may say that I was amazing, brilliant. Other people might say that I was a bit off, because my levels were off, low. I had, anyway. Um, why did I lose it? Where did it go? It'll come back. We're on our healing journey. How far we've come in our healing journey. And I was saying about my mindset when he told me that I could have died in a accident because I wouldn't have gotten enough oxygen to my brain if I like bled out, and then also because I already wasn't getting enough oxygen to my brain because my iron levels were so low, and that also was causing a high blood pressure. But he also told me that like during my menstrual, he was like, if I had a really, really heavy period, that I could die as well because I wouldn't get enough oxygen. So it's like, I understand he was trying to tell me, show me the severity of it. And I'm glad that he did, but a person that's like not in a right mind, that could like drive them crazy. So I'm grateful that I had enough knowledge and I had enough information inside of me for me to take action. And what drove me to take action these are some questions that you should ask yourself right now, even if you don't have a health issue. Ask yourself, if something happened, because a freak accident can happen. If something happened to you today or tomorrow, if you have kids, would you be okay with leaving your kids on this earth without you? The people that your children would be left with, would you be okay with them raising your child or your children? Would you, do you feel like your child would have the same or a better life experience without you with other people that you have in your life, in your circle? These are questions you need to ask yourself. And these are questions, the answers should lead you to want to do better and be better and get healthy and get back on track. Because I didn't like the answers to my questions. And it caused me to straighten up and fly right, get on the right track, because my child is used to living a certain way. He's used to, I give him more freedoms than I had as a child. He doesn't get corporal punishment like I got as a child. He has had corporal punishment before from me. I can count on my hands how many times though. Like like I say, I'm a first time parent, and I that's another reason why I didn't want to give him spankings when he was younger, because and he got away with a lot when he was younger, because I knew what was inside of me. I knew the whoopings and beatings that we received as children. So I didn't want to give that to him. And some people, and I knew I was going through what is it called? Not well, I was going through PTSD from the narcissistic relationship, but I was also going through postpartum as well. So that's why. And I remember when we would be around my family, it was like, oh, he need a whooping. He been need a whooping, because they still do that. And to each their own. You raise your children how you want to, but I want to raise my child different. My mama planted a seed in me. Don't be like me, be better than me. So that's what I strive to do with everything that I do. And I just, there's better ways to discipline your child, and I had to learn those ways. Like when he went to preschool, um there was issues with him and the other kids, and it was because his speech impairment. He has a speech impairment too, so they wouldn't understand him, he wouldn't understand them. And I had a counselor. He had a somebody going into the school, but she wasn't like a real therapist. it wasn't a behavioral therapist. Maybe she was. I don't know. But her name was Miss Merrill, and she was good. She was from the UK. Um, Europe. She was from somewhere in Europe. But she was a black woman and she was cool. I liked her. She was really, really good and she helped me out. This parenting handbook. We went through those that book. I read that entire book because I'm serious about parenting my child in a better way. And she gave me some information with her publisher, and I need to go get my other phone because it has that information in it. But I think I'm gonna wait until after I get my labs and stuff, and then I'll go back out that way. But she was great, and he had another lady. Her name was Miss Christina, I think. He had two other ladies um that would come to the house after he got out. After I took him out to school because something happened. I don't even want to be bothered with that, but something happened with the teacher, and I almost, it was not. I had to get him out of there. That's why I don't fool with public school because, like my mom and them, when we was younger, they would go down. Like when we were younger, if any of y'all remember, some parents would go down to the school and want to fight the teacher or just like advocate for their child because it's necessary with some teachers. But I took him out because I couldn't afford to keep going to the damn school. And the only reason why I knew about the incident was because one of the little girls in his class told her mama, and I heard her tell her mama when I was walking to go get him from class. The teacher didn't say anything. When he would do something, she would always come tell me. She would write a report and shit. But when that incident happened, she didn't say nothing. The little girl told me. So I went to the office and I talked to the director because she wasn't in there at the time. She was outside with the kids, I think. And I hadn't already got Eli, and the little girl mama had got her, and the little girl told her mama, and she was like, the teacher's something, Eli something. And I just wanted to lay hands on this lady because you can come tell me about my child, and she called him aggressive one time, and I'm just like, what the fuck is wrong with all of these badass kids? And I witnessed. Let me get out of that energy, but I just had to take him out of that school, and he had the different counselors that came to the house, and the lady Miss Merrill was like, don't let them label your child as this, that, or that, because they will try to do that to your child, and that stuff will follow them through school, and people will look at them in that way when it's not their fault. They just don't fit into society. They can't conform like other people's kids can, because other people beat their kids into conforming. They scare them and they pressure them into conforming. I don't beat my child into trying to be like everybody else. He's his own individual person, and I want him to be that way. I didn't get that luxury as a child, so I'm gonna give that to my child. He might be overactive, he might do a whole lot. Oh well. The right people that's for him is gonna be a part of his life. The people that's not there is gonna fall off, and I'm cool with that. But that's why I had to get my health together so that I can be here to nurture him and to help him to be the best that he can be, and to be able to operate in this society without losing himself. Because most of us, we grown trying to find ourselves and figure out who we are, what we want, and how we can fit into this world. When we never felt like we fit, we just masked it. Like if you know a person with autism, they mask. You fake it till you make it. You just have to be something or someone else until you can be who you really want to be. And by the time you get to a point where you feel like you can be who you really want to be, you don't even know who you are. You still got to go through the process of relearning and figuring out who you are. You got to unlearn all that bullshit that you did to yourself and relearn who you are and what you want. You got to recreate yourself. I'm trying to prevent that from happening. But that's the part of life. People, we always recreating ourselves. But I'm trying to prevent him from being pressured to be things that he don't want to be. I have to check myself, making sure I don't try to pressure him into being something that he don't want to be. But still, at the same time, guiding him in the right directions. That is hard. That is not easy. That is not easy as a parent, especially when you still trying to figure out your stuff. You still trying to guide yourself. You still trying to unlearn things, toxic traits and habits that you picked up along the way, and relearn healthy things, replace it with something healthy. It's a lot. It is a lot, but it is doable. It is doable. You can do it. You have no choice. So you might as well just suck it up and do it. And that's what I'm creating, tools and resources for people to be able to do it. We go through the things that we go through to be able to help and aid others on that path of that journey out of the darkness into the light. That's what your light is. Your light is a guide to help others through their journey out of the darkness. Some people take advantage, but you have to do the work within yourself so that you can discern and know who those people are and know to get out before you let it get too far, because sometimes it's not easy. Sometimes they are. I had a dream last night. I had a dream. It was weird, and I had it in my diary. I wrote it in my journal. It started out, it was like a woman, and I was thinking about that, the Cinderella story, because I was like, if you die today or tomorrow, and your kid had to go live with somebody else, would like would it be like the Cinderella story? Would they mistreat your child? Like, because my older sisters, their paternal grandma, she had a friend that was going through a bad relationship with her son's dad, and she ran away. She was trying to get her child to safety, and she brought her son to my older sister's grandma, and to watch him while she went to get their stuff or something like that so that they can run away. But the man got to the lady and killed her before she could get back to her child, and then I think he killed himself. And her child was left with her friend that she thought was her friend, thought was a safe place. And this lady had this boy chained up in a room, naked, barely feeding them. People would go to the we were kids, and we would see this shit, and the adults, they was like they still talk about it. They be like, yeah, we used to try to give him food and stuff. And I'm like, nobody felt the need to fucking tell authorities that this lady had this man chained up in the fucking room? Like, nobody. But that's the way things was back in the day, I guess. What goes on in this household stays in this household, shit like that. No, not over here. Y'all keep that retarded shit over there. That's not happening over here. It's just something like that is like that's just horrible. So that's why I say ask those questions, and if you don't like the answers, you better make a change, because right now, with everything that's going on in this world, in the universe, and this is not a time to play. This is not a time to I'll do it later. Your health is important. It needs to be at the forefront, because all that other shit you doing ain't gonna mean nothing if you don't have your health. If you die today or tomorrow, that business that you have, if you have a business, you don't have kids, you have a business, and you die today or tomorrow, who's gonna have your business? Do you have your business set up to where your business is protected in a trust? Do you have your business set up so where you won't, whoever you decide to leave your company to, they will not have to go through probate. They will be able to, you will have stipulations so to where they can't strip your company apart and sell it for pieces and things like that. Like, you have to think about these things. Even if you have kids and you have a company and you want to leave your company to your kids, you better make sure you have that company in a trust, and you better make sure you have clear, concise guidelines that state who's supposed to be doing what, how the money's supposed to be divided. Because when people die and they don't have you only have a will, that's not enough. You need to have things set up to where you can explain exactly what needs to happen, where it needs to go, who's getting what. Because people get cutthroat over money, and if you raised your kids and you spent most of your time building your company and building your legacy, and you didn't find the time, or you couldn't find the time to invest in your children morally, to know that they have a good sound moral compass, and that they have a strong bond within each other. They're not like going against each other, fighting against each other. Because if you build this legacy to pass to your kids and they have a strained relationship, they don't really care for each other, they are competing against each other, when you die, they're going to keep competing against each other. And they might rip your legacy to shreds. So you built all this shit for nothing. Then on top of that, you got to make sure you have the right people that's managing it. Make sure you have those contracts like clear and concise too, because people run off of people money all the time. So you just have to make sure you structure everything properly and get everything the way that it needs to be. And but first and foremost, get your health in order. Once you get your health in order, once you are operating from a clear and sound mind, all that other stuff will be easier for you to implement, for you to structure, for you to maintain. But if your health is not in order, if you are being controlled by the foods that you eat, and the movies, the music, the people around you, the environment, society, if you're being controlled by all these other things and you're not consuming things that are helping you to grow, that are nourishing you, nurturing you, and taking the time to yourself to reflect and meditate and just clear out old stuff so that you have space for new stuff, it really, none of it really matters. So that's basically what I got on here to talk about. Like, just ask yourself those questions. If you died today or tomorrow, would your child be okay? Would your company, would your business be okay? Do you have a solid foundation, a structure to make sure that what you have built will be able to be maintained and continue to be successful and grow going forward for years and generations to come? If you don't like the answers that you have to those questions, then you got to get to work. You got to get to work, and you have to fix your health, heal yourself, not just physically, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. Don't do everything at once. That's not possible. You can just start with journaling, just getting stuff out, being honest. Start with journaling. Start with meditation. Start with prayer. Do you some yoga. Like, these things, you don't have to do everything at once, but you can do like a 15-minute yoga session every other day, every day. You can do journaling once a day. You can read 10 pages once a day. You can swap out different things in your meal. Like, say if you eat white rice, get rid of that shit. Eat you some You can start with brown rice. You can do quinoa. You can do wild rice. Wild rice is good. Amaranth, couscous. There's so many different grains that you can supplement for white rice. Yellow rice, even though that's just white rice, but still, you start slow. Shit, if you start slow, you go from white rice to yellow rice to brown rice to wild rice to quinoa. Alternate, switch it out. Your taste buds, your body will go to what is the most nutritious for it. It'll lean towards what is most nutritious for it. Like yesterday, I made some stuffed bell peppers with lentils and quinoa, and I went to eating it before I even recorded, and I had to record that because I'm gonna post it. I just have to edit it. I got a lot of things I'm doing, but I made some stuffed bell peppers, and excuse me, and I ended up eating three. I ate three stuffed bell peppers because it was good. Like it had the nutrients that my body need. Like I said, I just got off my menstrual, so my body needs to be replenished with minerals and vitamins. And lentils are protein packed. Quinoa is protein packed. Iron in the lentils too, and the peppers, vitamin C, so helping my body to absorb those minerals and nutrients. So my body was like, yes, give me more, give me more. So, and this rising, Eli had some leftovers. He didn't want the pepper, but he wanted the lentils and quinoa, and I put a half of a avocado in there for some healthy fats, and he ate that. This rising, well, he had an apple, and then he asked for like a meal, real food, because he typically is not hungry in the rising, but he had an apple, and then he asked for some food. So I said, do you want some of the leftovers? And he was like, yeah. So I gave him that, and he ate that. And your body will crave what it needs. So if your body, like I said, people who eat cornstarch and different things like that, it's because they have a deficiency. Most women that crave cornstarch during their pregnancy, they have an iron deficiency. They need iron. Chocolate, like during the menstrual for women, we crave chocolate. It's because you have a deficiency in magnesium, and you want that magnesium. The best chocolate to eat, if you craving chocolate during your menstrual, is some dark chocolate. I know you might not like it. I didn't like it, but I like it now because I've been eating it because it's heart healthy and it's full of minerals that my body needs. So I eat dark chocolate covered cashews. They are so good. A dark chocolate covered almonds, or whatever you like, raisins, whatever. Raisins are good for iron too. And I used to eat a lot of raisins when I was a kid, but I stopped eating them growing up. But yeah. But that is it. That is all. This has been long enough. Just think about that for your kids' sake and for your sake, because yes, you want to live and be here for your kids, but you want to live for yourself too, because there's so much more that you can do, so much more that you aspire to do that you have not done, and you can do it. You are capable. You just need to get healthy. You got to get rid of all that old stagnant energy that you have in your body. You know how much feces people have backed up in their colon. Like, cleanse and detox your colon, cleanse and detox your lymphatic system, your blood, your circulatory system, your kidneys, your lungs. Cleanse and detox everything. Get you some mullein leaf for your lungs. Cleanse that out, especially with all this stuff going on with all of these, the air pollution and just water pollution. You need to be cleansing. Like I said, I'm gonna start fasting, like a liquid fast once a week, every week, because when I did that liquid fast, I felt so good. I'll maybe get to a dry fast one day, but I'm not trying to do it. Well, I didn't have anything to drink until like 2 something yesterday, or eat until like 2 something yesterday. Like, it happens naturally for me sometimes, but for the most part, I'm not actively trying to do a dry fast, but I'm working towards once a week liquid fast, and then I'll get to the dry fast, because me trying to do everything at once and overdoing it, got me in a predicament that I was in. There's a process, there's levels. Don't jump to 10 when you started at 1 or 3 or 2 or wherever you started. Go up each level the way you need to go. If you doing good, if you on level 2 and you done went to 3 and you done went to 4 and Source see that you doing good and you trying and you staying consistent, Source will bump you up to 7. If you are being consistent and you are genuinely trying to heal. But you better be prepared when you get to 7, because if you get bumped up all those levels, there was lessons in between that you needed that would help you and make it easier in level 7. But because you got jumped up, you got to figure out, you feel like you playing catch up. That's how I was when I graduated a year early from high school. I felt like I was playing catch up because I didn't know what I wanted to do. I just listened to my mama and my teachers at the time. Mom was like, go into the medical field because you always have a job. But that was not, Western medicine is not where I need to be. It's just not my calling. I was offered a job in a pharmacy when I worked for Publix, and I turned it down. I gave it to my friend at the time, and she did good. She went off to school. She got some degrees, and she stuck it out with that pharmacy. She did real good, and I'm proud of her. But it was not for me. Western medicine is just not for me. It's all about balancement. I'm not saying that Western medicine is horrible because, like I said, I went and got my labs. I'm just not. I don't even like taking aspirin and ibuprofen. So, yeah. But whatever works best for you, I would rather find a natural remedy than to take something that was created in a lab. That's just me personally. That's why I'm kind of gearing more towards plant-based food, even though I still eat seafood here and there. And but it's okay. You do what you can. It's a process. Don't just jump from A to Z. Like I said, there's a process. That's why I am still eating seafood from time to time, because I don't have enough knowledge and experience to only eat plant-based foods to make sure that I get all of the minerals and nutrients that I need. And that's why I also supplement with our diet, because I'm still learning. So just do what you can when you can. Love yourself, protect your kids, and also heal yourself. Get healthy so that you can be here for your kids, and then you can have the time and the mental clarity to structure and prepare everything that you need to make sure that your business or your offspring can get the legacy and enjoy it and won't have to fight over it. There won't be a competition. Some people like that. They like to send their kids out to wrestle with each other and fight against each other. Not me and my household. Just like being in a relationship. I don't want to be with somebody. I got to fight this world. I don't want to fight you too. I just don't. So my kids, my life partner, anybody that is in my circle, friends, family, business associates, all that messy shit is not an option. Okay? So I'm trying to that comes with the clarity of cleansing and detoxing. When you cleanse and detox and get rid of toxic things, you feel better, you want better. All of that other stuff that you used to like to entertain, the messy stuff, the drama filled stuff, you won't want that like you used to. Now you will like to watch some of your shows that you like to watch, but you can't watch it all the time. Scary movies, we used to love scary movies. We don't watch that like that, because when you have better, when you are healing and you're doing better, you like better. But y'all be blessed. Have a great day. I love y'all. Peace. And let me get going. We got things to do. Ashe.
We'll begin in a wide leg child's pose, just taking the knees as wide as you comfortably can. And we'll thread the right arm underneath the left. You can keep that left hand planted just in front of your face, or you can reach it up towards the top corner of the mat. This variation is optional. Feel free to rest the forehead on the mat. You can just reach the hands forward. And of course, you have the option to skip this pose if it does feel uncomfortable. And we'll gently release and switching sides. We'll gently release and coming right into our child's pose. Option here to modify if need be. You can place pillows underneath the hips, between the hips and heels. You can even rest the torso over a few pillows as well. We'll begin drawing the breath into the chest. As you exhale, softening the shoulders, the upper back, softening the arms, the hands. We'll draw the breath into the belly, expanding the lower back as you inhale. As you exhale, allowing the hips to be heavy, softening the bottoms of the feet, the toes. And when you're ready, we'll gently release, coming into a tabletop pose, wrists under shoulders and knees under hips. On an exhale, rounding through the spine, take your gaze down for cat pose. Inhale, dropping the belly, take your gaze up for cow. We'll continue syncing breath with movement, flowing at your own pace.
Oh yeah.
Go ahead and come to a neutral spine, walking the hands forward. Begin to gently rock side to side. Maybe finding some organic movement here.
Baby pose.
When you're ready, sending the hips towards your heels, rounding through one vertebrae at a time, all the way to your belly. Keep a slight bend in the elbows. Cobra pose. Option to rock side to side, gazing over one shoulder and over the other. Remember to lift through the sternum, soften the shoulders. So you're getting that full stretch of the entire front body, tucking the tailbone to protect the lower back here. On an exhale, tucking the toes, pressing into the hands, sending the hips up for down dog. Walk it out here, finding some organic movement. You can twist side to side, just pressing the mat away from you. Remember to really ground into the mat, pressing the mat away from you. Let the head be heavy, no tension in the neck. On an inhale, left leg lifts. Exhale, taking the knee and ankle to the top of the mat for pigeon pose. Option to place pillows underneath the hips, underneath that left hip and the front of the right thigh for added height and support. Feel free to skip this pose if it doesn't feel right. You don't want to feel anything more than just a gentle stretch. Option to rest upright here, or go ahead and take your fold, folding over the left leg, resting your forehead on your forearms or a pillow or block. We'll begin drawing the breath into the belly. As you exhale, allowing the hips to be heavy, softening the leg, softening that right knee, the right foot, letting go of any tension here with each exhale, even if it's just for a moment.
Let me go.
No, thank you.
Let me go.
Thank you.
When you're ready, gently release, tucking the right toes, sending that left foot back, coming right into your down dog. Walk it out. On your next inhale, right leg lifts. Exhale that right knee and ankle to the top of the mat. Inhale, lifting through the sternum. Option here to modify. Taking a moment, and when you're ready, if you'd like, you can go ahead and fold over that right leg. Taking a moment to really connect with the breath here, drawing the breath into the belly. As you exhale, softening the hips, softening that left leg. Letting go of any tension in the feet and the ankles.
You gotta work on me back. This is a stretch all by itself. I'm just fix it up. And I'll get back after that. No, thank you.
This is yours. This is not. You want your previous. What? I have free. What can I free those 7? So you'll be there now. And it'll be 7 points.
7 points, good job.
And we can buy them. Very good.
What are we buying with 7 points? Lego towers with 7 points?
Are there any Lego towers?
I have to give them an IOU too.
What?
IOU means I owe you money. The 7 coins ain't gonna play. What is? Ah, please. Sheesh.
Gently release, tucking the left toes, sending that right foot back, down dog. Walk it out here. On an exhale, plant the knees, tuck the toes, And sit the hips on your heels. Now this might be a bit intense for many of you, so feel free to lean forward, lift the hips. In time, we'll get there. Slowly draw the hips towards the heels with time. Sitting nice and tall.
Yoga center.
Drawing the breath into the belly.
Calmness. Okay.
And we'll release. Shake out the toes, and then we'll come to our seat. Placing the right heel beside the left hip so the right knee is pointed forward. And keeping that left foot just on the inside of the right knee, or you can take it to the outside. If this is enough, stay right here. Inhale, sit tall. Or as you exhale, go ahead and take a twist. Right elbow to the outside of the left knee. Left hand just behind you. Once again, sitting nice and tall, lift through the sternum as much as you can. As you exhale, softening the shoulders.
Oh man,
Is it rusty?
yeah, I gotta get it together. It's a journey though, it takes time, okay? And a lot. Push myself. What I can do,
Inhale to release,
I'll get back to
and we'll switch sides. Left heel rests beside the right hip, right foot on the inside or the outside of that left leg. Inhale, sit tall. As you exhale, take that left elbow to the outside of the right knee, right hand in back. Gazing over the right shoulder, sit tall,
Like this?
creating space with your inhales. Letting go with each exhale.
that.
Bad. Ouch.
Feel that.
And we'll go ahead and release. Take a moment here. Give yourself a big hug. And we'll come to a comfortable seat. Inhale the hands up overhead. Exhale, side stretch towards your left. Right hand reaches up and over. Inhale the hands back up. Exhale, side stretch towards your right. Inhale, reach the hands up. Exhale, release the hands down. Inhale, big breath, reach up. Exhale, release. Inhale, reach. Exhale, this time hands to heart center. Thank you for joining. Namaste.
No, hey! Hey!
If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like it below, subscribe to my channel, and hit the bell icon so you don't miss any updates on future videos and live streams.
I want to continue. I want to do that.
Different yoga.
But not with the whole thing.
Yeah, yoga for kids. Like the Pac-Man and the
Pass that one.
well, no, I didn't say Pac-Man, but the Pokemon and Spider-Man.
Yes, yes, yes.
Add a splash of color to your park with X-Shot water skis. Intense colors call for intense action from Zulu.
You good to go?
We're in the Cosmic Kids Yoga Pose universe.
Da. Spider.
Spider pose. Taking your feet a little bit wider, bending your knees. Now take your hands in between your feet and walk your fingers around the backs of your feet like they're spiders so that they sit on the outside. Now shuffle your feet in towards each other so that your big toes come to touch. Crouch your legs over your upper arms so that you're strengthening your arms and opening your hips. That's what spider pose is very good for. What's that? There's a spider? Where?
Huh? Okay.
There isn't any spiders there. You're having a laugh. Oh, you're so funny trying to wind me up with the spider. What? Well, there's another one. Where? No, there isn't. There aren't any spiders in here. Oh dear. You're very, very funny.
You
Spider
lying.
pose.
Cloudy Rider.
Thanks for watching my YouTube channel.